Hello and welcome back to Wytchwood. My name is Ussur. We are heading off to the fields because as I was running around and grinding, I accidentally ran across the hawk. There was a guy just standing out there talking about a mill, and I was like, oh, no, we didn't get to see it. But I didn't really have much choice because I had to do the grinding and I had to come to this area. Now, where was he? As I recall, by decree of the local law, you must come out. Anyone who interferes with eviction of this property will face full legal consequences for obstruction of justice. As the stately tycoon hammers on the mill door, a pair of shaking voices call out from the nearby window. Please, Master Hawk, we just need a little more time. Had ample opportunity to renegotiate our contract at the Civic Hall. This is no time for excuses. Now open this door at once. More miserable contracts. Drop the pretenses, Hawk. You're nothing more than a crook in fancy clothes. Oh, I'm not even trying to be nice anymore. Excuse me, but this business does not concern you, madam. Take your snide remarks and be off. I'll determine what business earns my concern, thank you very much. I'd like to hear the other side of the story for myself. Well, if they insist on remaining locked inside, then I shall depart. But if I do not receive my payment at the bank soon, even a locked door won't stand in my way. Hawk steps smartly around you and off down the road back to the village, leaving a trail of dust in his wake. These poor millers are still too shaken up to come out. I'll have to get in around the back somehow. Nothing to see here but boxes and barrels, innocuous pile. Well, tells me to break it. Ah, there's a hidden hatch. How did you get in here? Did the hawk send you? We don't have anything left to give, we swear. Relax, I'm no thug. It seems like you two are caught between a rock and a bureaucrat. Just how do you get into such a pickle? What's to tell, the hawk is our landlord and we work this mill for him. We've always been on time with our payments, never missed them once. That great tyrant has been steadily hiking up the cost. We've barely been able to feed ourselves and pay our dues, but we always managed to scrape by. Then this last month he raised the rent again, and what's worse, someone broke in during the night and cracked our millstone. If we can't grind flour, we'll never be able to get the money. Now he says if we can't pay, he'll evict us. Awfully suspicious that your millstone was damaged right as the rent increased, almost like he wants to get rid of you. We explained the situation to him, but that man only has eyes for gold. Not a kernel of kindness resides in his heart. Well, let me take a look at that grinder of yours. A broken mill isn't much good to anyone, regardless of who owns it. Really? You'd do that for us? If the millstone was repaired, we might just be able to make enough flour before the deadline. Yeah. Well-used old millstone. Inspect the granite millstone and run your fingers along the wide crack that has rendered the device dysfunctional. Just as I thought, this appears to have been done on purpose. Heavy stone could be coaxed back together, but it will require strong bonding magic. Restorative idol, snagvine, 3 cobblestone. Okay. I need a sewing kit. Damn, I don't have what I need for a sewing kit. Okay, a Necromantic Charm. Requires pumpkin jack bone and wickerwork. I can make the wickerwork, but I will need 2 sewing kits because I need the snag vine just to kill the pumpkin jacks. So I'm gonna have to kill 2 mosquitoes to get that. Alright, where are my nobles at? Okay, here we go. You slather a cracker with liver pate and drizzle some scintillating serum over the top. Soon enough, a nobleman licks his lips and indulges himself. What do you know about the statue in the hedge maze? Noble scratches his chin absent-mindedly. Oh, you mean the one the stag smashed up? Not really supposed to talk about it. But he told me to get rid of some chunk of marble, terribly heavy thing. Anyway, I just left it behind one of the wooden benches in the maze. Did he really expect me to lug it all the way out of the castle? Snap your fingers and the noble immediately goes back to snacking as if nothing happened. Mwahaha. Stick your syringe into a plump macaron and offer it up to the nearest nobleman on a silver platter. He pops it into his mouth without even looking at you. Broken plaque in the hedge maze. Would you happen to know anything about it? Noble's eyes flutter as if, and they speak as if conversing with themselves. Can you believe the audacity of the stag? He broke it. He should have been the one disposing the pieces. Well, I couldn't be bothered to do such menial labor, can you imagine? Anyway, so I just tossed my piece into the southeast corner of the maze. Next time you should get some of the servants to do his dirty work. Snap your fingers at the noble. They sneer at you for a moment before returning to their wine as if nothing happened. Wahahaha. Noblewoman snaps her fingers at you as you pass by. You there, freshen up my wine. Nodding politely, you dip your syringe into her glass and squeeze out a good amount of purple liquid. She sips it with her nose high in the air. There's a broken plaque in the hedge maze. What do you know about it? The plaque? It's the last time I help out the stag, I'll tell you that much. He was whining about a prophecy or some such nonsense. Told me to get rid of a piece of the plaque for him. For my finest winter muff trying to get to grips with the damnable thing, so I left it under the big tree in the middle of the hedge maze. Wow, okay. Snap your fingers at the noble woman, makes a disappointed frown. She pulls her up her collar in a huff and rejoins the party as if nothing happened. Okay, so off to the hedge maze. That's why that's a thing. So, we got the southeast corner, we got the big tree, and we got behind a bench. That's a bench. No, not the right one, though. Wedged under the tree's forking roots lies a jagged piece of stone. Take it. I might have to get some kind of restoration thing for it. Here's the bench. Just as described, a piece of the plaque seems to have been kicked under the bench and forgotten. Need my trowel for that piece. Beneath a heaping of snow, you finally manage to find a hunk of stone. Take it. Looks like the last pieces of the plaque. I'll have to reassemble them at the stag statue if I want to make sense of this. Yeah. There's going to be something I need, something magical. Nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of this statue. Black piece. Snap the broken chunks of marble back into place. Despite some marring on the surface, you can read the plaque quite clearly. The Buck and the Stag, a tale of two princes. Only one destined to be the rightful heir and ruler. The king will be revealed by the touch of the truest crystal flower. It's like the stag's trying to cut his dear brother out of his birthright. Wonder what's this business with the crystal flower. Buck knows his way around a garden. Perhaps he'll have some idea. Well, he's right here. Licking his ears, the young gardener puts his pruning shears down at your approach. Hello again. Lovely day for a walk in the hedge maze. Granted you don't get lost. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a crystal flower, would you? Crystal flowers? Why, they're very, very rare. It said they only grow in a cave at the highest peak of the mountain. According to legend, the truth of one's heart is refracted in the faucets of each frosted petal. Why do you ask? No reason. I just thought one might make a nice gift for your brother's big day. You're right. It's a brilliant idea. What better gift from the court's gardener than a beautiful crystal flower? Oh, to trek up the mountain's perilous. I don't know if I have what it takes. Nonsense. I was heading up that way anyways. You just stay close behind. Really? You'd help me? Well, alright. What are we waiting for then? Meet me out by the slopes and we'll get underway. I'll do that. See the buck hiding behind a bush, anxiously watching something up ahead. What's the matter? Did you get cold feet already? Shh, they'll hear you. Look. Through the pine boughs, you can make out figures moving across the snow. They're covered in warm pelts and carrying sharp-looking spears. The royal trappers. They keep my brother's court supplied with furs, but they've been out here for so long they'll hunt anything that moves. It'd be a shame if those antlers of yours ended up as someone's trophy. Wait here and let me deal with them. Alright, be careful. Ah, there they are. A touch of cold. Let's see what that takes. That takes a couple of frostling snows, bottled despair, and a metamorphosis elixir. Can't do bottled despair because I need word water. Well, I can do word water right now. Now, what does it take to do a metamorphosis? I need a Dryad Heart and a couple of changelings. So, we'll have to work on that. Again, something to do between episodes. It's like I go through and I catch us up to where I need to grind some more, and then in between episodes, take care of it, and then we can come back and do it again. Okay. The hog. I've got the purification water, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the hog. Whoops, this is the wrong area, but I do have the silver bullet, so we'll go talk to Hunter. Oh, I do need cobblestone. By Abraham's beard, you're right. What I need is a silver bullet. Yes, there you go. This is perfect. That wolf won't know what hit him. I'll meet you at the dark wood and we'll put an end to his terror once and for all. Bullet and blunderbuss in hand, the huntsman jogs off down the road towards the swamp. Okay. Sure hope he finds his bravery along the way, or it won't matter what sort of slug he's slinging. Very true. Okay, we're gonna get some cobblestone real quick, and then we'll go do the hogs. Okay, clean. Sort through the collection of objects you've accrued: a silver tooth, a human bone, and a chewed boot. Not sure what happened in this horrible place, but I've got a suspicion that old beggar may have lost more than just his memories here. Better go see him. He'll be missing his boot at the very least. Flush out the disgusting container, eventually getting to the root of the drainage problem. Pick it up. That's odd. I doubt any of the pigs around here would have much dental work done. Sort through the collection of objects. Yeah, I just read that. Okay. Silver tooth. Maybe he could go bite the wolf. Help out that huntsman. There we go. Ah, you've returned. Did you have any luck finding my, what was it I lost again? Place collected remains in front of the man. Do any of these look familiar to you? That's my favorite boot. I was wondering where that got off to, but what are these? Man runs his fingers over the bone, and silver tooth with creeping realization crossing his face. Skin begins to take on an ephemeral pallor. Am I dead? Certainly appear that way. Don't feel too bad. These sorts of things have a way of sneaking up on us. But I remember now. I was up at the hog farm, but I was too old, too weak to work. The sisters, they said I was useless. They threw me in the feed trough. And then, all those hungry pigs. Oh no, how could they do this to me? All my life I was starving. I had to beg for table scraps, and then they fed me to the pigs. We're sorry things ended this way. We ought to hold a feast to honor your life properly. Feast? I've never had a feast. Where would we get the food? And who would come? Everyone I know is slaving away for those horrible sows. Cast a glance at the nearby communal cooking pit. I think I have a solution to both of those problems. Don't you worry. I'll make sure you have a meal to remember. I might go pull that off, just to get the cooking pit in the market. It has seen its fair share of community cookouts, though it isn't in the best shape. It'll be enough for what you have in mind. Now then, what should be on the menu? Clap your hands together hungrily. I think pork would be most appropriate. First, I'll have to fashion the proper container. A feast need not be flesh and blood if the spirit is hungry. A porcine effigy. Alright, how do I do that? There it is. I need some wicker work and a haunted mannequin, which requires a dreadful doll and a mummified head. And another sewing kit. I was afraid of that. Alright, so I'll have to go grind some more for that one. Alright. Let's do the wolf. Okay, so I need clay if I want to make my bombs and get the mosquitoes. Alright, I think this is a new area here. Yes, that troll's out of the way. Into the Darkwood. There he is, looking terrified. Find yourself looking down the gaping mouth of a gun muzzle. Who's there? Show yourself! Don't you point that thing at me. Oh, yes ma'am. Sorry ma'am. It's just so darn dark here, I can hardly see my own shadow. Why do you think they call it the Darkwood? Keep your head on your shoulders, lad. We got a big bad wolf to bring down. Right. Huh. Totally not afraid of a vicious 7-foot-tall killer who makes his home in a forest as black as night. Need to concentrate on the task at hand. We only have one silver bullet, and if the wolf catches even the smallest whiff of our plan, it's curtains for us. No pressure, so what exactly is the plan? Wolf's waiting in his cabin. I'll sneak up and lure him to you with my puppet, just as I did before at the tavern. Meanwhile, you'll find a good hiding spot and ready your gun. This time I won't wimp out. I've got the silver bullet. So, do you know which way to the wolf's cabin? I don't really make out a path or anything. Let me worry about that. You just get yourself ready. And remember, don't miss. Find a path to the wolf's cabin. Squeeze through the gaps in the trees and duck under claw-like branches, but you somehow managed to end up right where you started. I'll never make head nor tail of these pathways. Perhaps I should ask someone with a bird's eye view. Keen-eyed owl inspects you from its roost. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Well, hoo-hoo to you too. I wonder what it is you're trying to say. I need an avian lexicon. Okay. Red feathers, a stuffed burb, and blood, which I have plenty of. So I need a stuffed burb, which requires a pigeon beak, a mimic's toe. Got those. So I would need to make a skeleton key, which requires a mummified head and grave bones. So I'll have to go to the graveyard for that as well. Can I go in the front door now? Oh, good. Okay, guys. Restorative idol. Place the idol at the top of the old millstone. Snagvine. Vines wind their way neatly into the crack of the millstone, beginning to seal it anew. Cobblestone. Cobblestones clunk down on the face of the millstone. Ominous creaking sound fills the mill as the grindstone begins to shift and warp, and then with a bang like thunder, the crack on the stone snaps closed. A couple marvel at the millstone running their hands over the smooth surface. It's been fixed! It's been fixed! Stone should be more durable than ever. I dare say it might even hold up to any future attempts of sabotage. Oh my, what a wonder. It's all the same to you. We need to get our grain processed right away. Hawk has no patience when it comes to money. He'll already be back at the bank, putting through the paperwork. I have to talk some sense into the penny-pinching buzzard. If I go now, I'm sure I'll intercept him at his office. Alright. Off to the village bank, and then we will see what the Hawk has to say for himself. Alright, in we go. Into the bank entrance. Okay, he's somewhere in here. Clearly not in the vault. Oh, look how fancy. You conniving knave, I know you sabotaged those poor miller's grindstone. So what if I did? The property value's gone up and they can't afford the rent. It's up to me to find someone else who can. People like you will never be satisfied. You always want more and more. Tell me, Master Hawk, what in the world would sate your hunger for gold? Simple, the rumpling would. The whatling? The rumpling, a precocious fey alchemist. Say he's in possession of an Alchemist Stone that can turn whatever it touches into gold. Legends are to believe the one to catch the rumpling would be paid his weight in gold. Why not put your mind to catching the rumpling instead of harassing your poor tenants? Well, believe me, I've tried, but he's a crafty fellow. I've only ever gotten my hands on a single clue, and I've got that locked up tight in my vault. Seems like you're robbing the world of an opportunity. Just because you can't find this rumpling fellow, no one else can? You eye the nearby bank vault suspiciously. The single guard looks simple enough to bypass. Yeah, I could just give him money. That's far enough. No one gets in there on my watch. Okay. Glamour. What is glamour and how do I make it? I need a Mimic's Toe, Totemic Moondrop, and Foggy Perfume. How do I make that? There's the Foggy Perfume. I've got everything except the Witch's Spice for that. Boink, there's the perfume. If I just had a Mimic Toe, which in order to get the Mimic Toe, I need the Skeleton Key, and that requires bones, a mummified head, and some nails. I'm gonna see if I can get that real quick. See if we can get by the guard. In fact, that's all I need for that. However, we got the glamour. Let's go back to the bank, and we will move our way forward with the Hawk. And then it'll just be a matter of me grinding to get what we need to finish these souls off, and I will do that in between episodes. Bonk! The guard is busy picking his fingernails. You quaff the fruity-tasting elixir. Its masking effects tickle the tips of your toes with a tingling sensation. Well, you don't feel any different on the inside. You know your outward appearance has changed when the guard glances up at you. Oh, hey Leonard. Is it time for my shift change already? Yes, I'm here to relieve you. Better go and get some shut-eye while you still can. You don't gotta tell me twice. I feel like I've been on my feet all day long. Don't worry, I'll keep this vault nice and secure. You can count on me. Yeah, sure, just keep your back straight. Hawk's in a foul mood today for some reason. Guard stretches his shoulders and walks away, leaving you all alone with the bank vault. Find Hawk's treasure map framed with pride. It's little more than a tattered corner of a larger whole. No wonder the Hawk didn't get very far. This is barely a scrap. Going to get the half-torn line work, you can make out the cartographer's description of giant dragon bones with a red X marking the spot. That looks awfully familiar. I wonder if it's the same as that one rotting out in the swamp. It's gotta be. Guess the Hawk never had much reason to go searching there. Not many real estate investment opportunities. Yeah, well, I have plenty of reason. Oh, I want to get his treasure. I have plenty of reason. We could go scout that. So this Alchemist Stone turns everything it touches to gold. Wouldn't that mean if I pick it up, I'd turn to gold? Is that how we're gonna get the Hawk? We'll just, pick it up with some tongs, hand it to him, and he'll turn into a gold statue. That would be fitting. Mark spot. I'll have to get rid of these old bones. Acidic unguent? Okay. Was that take to make? I don't know, but I can't make it. Word water and potion of blight. If I just get a thistle, I can make the potion of blight. I can make the word water. There's thistle right here. That's lucky. These rock solid remains dissolve into a disgusting white goo, leaving behind a conspicuous hidey hole. Reach your hand into the hole and pull out a single copper coin encrusted with grime. Take it. Just scraping away the muck on the coin, you can barely make out a motto etched onto the metal surface. To summon the alchemist to the... At the Fey Ring, you must pay the required fee. Fey Ring? I wonder if it's referring to that overgrown mushroom patch in the forest. Probably. Let's go find out. What's this? The worthless coin said this would summon the rumpling, not some flowery deer. You take a closer look at the discarded floral branch. Antler? Branchler? One of the growing buds looks larger than the rest, and it twitches when you poke it. Oh, hello there. Looks like this sprout needs some fresh fairy water. There's no water at this fairy circle, but surely there are others about. Okay, I better go plant this thirsty fellow and see what happens. Okay, where do I do that? Visit the fairy lake in the fields. I thought Alrighty, here we go. This looks like just the place. Branch antler. Stick the budding branchler into the fertile soil of the fairy circle. The suspicious flower bud wiggles with glee, drinking up the magical pond water. After a few minutes, nothing else happens. Come on, I don't have time to watch flowers grow. Maybe I can speed things along a bit. A little pick-me-up should be all that's needed here. A growth potion. Let's see if I can pull this off. I need apothecary humors and magic paste. I can make the magic paste. And I can make the apothecary humors. Awesome. Growth potion. You drip the invigorating fertilizer on the stumpy branch and it shakes with energy. The ground trembles as roots rip out around your feet. Hi. Find yourself looking up at an odd little house that has grown out of the flower bud. An even odder little man sits on the porch glaring at you. Oh, will you just leave me be? I don't know how you managed to track me down, but please, just go away. Hold on now. You've led me on quite the merry goose chase. You are the rumpling, are you not? His eyes and clear smudge off his spectacles. Congratulations, you caught me. Story's true then? I've caught you, and now you must grant me my weight in gold? First that stupid legend. Look, sorry you came all this way, but I don't do that stuff no more. I'm retired. These days I'm more into woodworking. Wouldn't you rather have a cute little birdhouse instead? I know a magical contract when I hear one. I found you fair and square, so cough up the gold, shorty. Too bad I threw my Alchemist Stone into a bottomless lake. Without that stone to make gold, I'm as poor as a pauper. Why would you do that? Why'd you think? Because villains like you kept on trying to shake me down for money. All that rotten stone ever did was bring me misery. Well, I'm not leaving empty-handed. You created the Alchemist Stone in the first place. You must know how to make another. He blinks at you with his magnified eyes. You want an Alchemist Stone of your own? Well, okay, it's your funeral, lady. I've still got the distilling equipment in my workshop. Just bring me these ingredients to make a new Alchemist Stone. Alchemical alloy, crystal newt spine, a golden egg? Where do I get that? How do I make a golden egg? Ooh, they don't tell me about the golden egg. Like the alloy, I got it right here. I just need some silver fox fur and a puzzle box. Collect a golden egg from the market. Alright. Well, I've got some grinding to do. So, I'm gonna get back home, save it, and that's where we'll wrap up. Well, if I'm reading things correctly, and this is just kind of going on my gut feeling, but it looks like the next episode should be the episode where I get the last 4 souls needed for the Demon Goat. I'm not positive on that, so we will see, but I will do grinding in between episodes and make sure we have everything we need to go, and try and get some extra of everything, just in case. Anyway, that will be all for this one. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can see when I post new things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!